We leave the shop with our sandwiches in hand. While walking, I ask Ziva if we can stop and sit somewhere together. I exhaustedly plop onto a nearby bench, closing my eyes and relishing in the sweet respite. Ziva looks annoyed and puffs out her cheeks when I look at her. She's not angry, but somehow serious.
This is what I meant by the difference between lies and deceit, Andy. You can lie all you want, but deceit always depends on how much the other person trusts you. There's no deceit without a lie, but there are lies without deceit. In this situation, you're both the liar and the deceived. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're still craving a bite of my sandwich. Too bad, girl. You've already missed your chance.
I already told you I don't want it. That has nothing to do with it. How can I make you understand?
Ziva folds her arms and racks her brain.
Think of a schizophrenic trying to describe reality. To do that, he'd first have to lie to himself about what he's seeing, but he wouldn't be able to deceive himself about what his own reality is presenting. There's no use for him to distinguish between reality and delusion if what he feels is totally different, right?
The tone of our conversations usually have is gone. It starts feeling more and more like a lecture, and that makes me angry because we only have 20 minutes off for our breaks, time we should be spending forgetting about class. Did you come up with all that stuff on your own, or did you steal it from a book?
It was me, I guess. It just came to me. Did it sound weird? In short, stop interrupting me. Your behavior is nothing more than a clear-cut example of internal conflict. There's something you like and feel attracted to, but the closer you get to it, the more negative points about it come to mind, so you want to run away or avoid it somehow. My point is that we won't know what's going on until it actually happens. That's why I think you should be brave and get on with it. Between the email and mysterious girl X, I'm positive that you want to know more about everything. Instead, you lie to yourself, believing that the situation is just too stupid. The real question is, can you deceive yourself? If you can't, then you won't deceive me either. You aren't convincing anybody.
I look at Ziva in disbelief as she continues proudly bragging about her own words. I've come to a conclusion. I was right when I first said that you were lying.
You caught me.
In any case, lies are too demonized, in my opinion.
Huh?
Ziva grins after processing what I just said. In response, I begin sweating, realizing that I probably just opened Pandora's box.
Uh-oh.
Thankfully, I'm saved by the bell as I notice a certain someone approaching us.
Oh, is it our friend? Our guy friend?
Oh,
Check it out! Compañera Ziva, here you are. I was speaking with some girls from the other side when...
Oh, who's this guy?
Huh, me? What do you mean?
It's almost like I know you from somewhere or something. It must have been the work of a witch. I think she chanted a spell, something like, forget about Aze. But who's Aze?
Stop twisting my words, Andy. You know that wasn't what I meant. Whatever, Aussie, what were you saying before? It better be worthwhile. I lost you guys a while ago, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, back to what I was trying to say.
Attention on Aze, please.
I forgot.
You forgot and we had attention on you. I can't tell if you're only smart when you want to be, or if your brain just doesn't have the capacity for it 24/7.
Just doesn't have the capacity for you. That's exactly why I believed you when you're saying Ozzy's friend because of its money. Oh, I totally read that wrong. Said you're Ozzy's friend because of his money.
Who wouldn't be?
Oh, it's setting bad principles here.
If you go to the other side again, then tell them to bring over your alter ego for a bit. It'd be convenient to have a competent Ozzy for once.
Unfortunately, I suspect that this is the only Aussie. What'd you expect to get from interrupting me? Totally saying something.
The other side is our nickname for Enate Institute. It's down the street and directly opposite our school. It was even built from the same blueprint as our school. They probably reused the blueprint to save money, so they're completely the same, mirrored buildings placed on opposite sides. It's pretty close to here, a little more than 10 minutes walking. A lot of people wonder why they didn't just make one larger school instead of the two smaller ones. The funny thing about it is that since the buildings look identical, we joke about alternate versions of ourselves going to school there, like clones or doppelgangers. At the other side, students who have bad grades here are honor students. If someone's fat, then their clone is skinny, stuff like that.
So basically the opposite.
Yeah. It's an old joke now, but I still find it pretty funny.
Oh, remember? I remember what I was going to say. Do you remember that weird email CR got?
Siva and I nod simultaneously. Aze then pulls out his cell phone and, after playing around with it, shows us its screen.
Is that another one?
When he mentioned the email, I was already expecting this, and looking at the screen only confirms my fear. It's another weird email addressed to me.
From Harry H.H.1927 at allexes.com. To CRN_ND at allexes.com. Subject not for everybody.
Same subject. Oh. Can a lie become reality? If you want to know the truth, go find it. This afternoon at the local sports center. Join it. Good luck choosing your first action. Last time he was a stalker. What's he going to be this time by going to the gym? I stand there wide-eyed and in disbelief. Aze puts away his cell phone and scratches his head in confusion.
Do you remember how you used my phone to check your email the other day? I forgot to log out of your account and my phone has been logged into it since. To my surprise, earlier today I opened an alert from an email and...
A new email.
Yep, and it turns out that it was actually for you. And well, that's what I read.
Again? What did I do to deserve this?
What do you mean? This is perfect. It's just... This time I can go with you. I want to know what happens.
This isn't a mystery. It's not Scooby-Doo.
Me too. It's hysterical enough as a story. Imagine us getting to watch it live.
What? No way. I'm not stupid enough to repeat the same mistake. Once bitten, twice shy.
Are you curious? After all that... After what happened yesterday, we absolutely have to uncover the truth. And you said that what happened yesterday was probably just a misunderstanding anyways. Whoever sent it is giving you a second chance. Take it. That's right. What happened to your depressing love story, eh? Are you going to abandon it now? The bad anecdote?
That isn't the problem. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what they mean by join it. Join what? The gym?
Thinking the same thing. I'm so excited to go there. Isn't there any way to convince you otherwise? Come on, Aussie, help me. Even if it's with one of those crazy schemes of yours. Crazy schemes? I see. There's no other way. Oh, jeez.
Aze clicks his tongue in disapproval and sharply gazes at me.
Gonna gaze in your soul. I guess we'll have to settle this with a bet.
Bet. It's said that every human being chronically suffers from at least one sin. I don't think I'm usually greedy, but that naturally inherent part of me always wakes up with one word. Bet. The thrill of gambling, the risk, the possibility of getting caught cheating and getting punished. Fortune is the vessel that brings men glory and excitement, a trophy of what has come to pass. And I'm prideful enough to always fulfill my promises and stick to my bets, no matter the cost or prize.
His weakness is bets. Everything I have in my wallet right now wagered against you going to the sports center with us.
I motioned for Aze to show me what's in his wallet first. Inside, there's a reasonable, sizable prize well worth the challenge.
Moscow.
Alright, Aze, I accept. However, following the proper rules for this kind of bet, I get to be the one who decides which game we'll play.
Sure, I'm going to win anyways.
There's only one way to put to rest our ongoing rivalry. A game where you, the lowly commoner, dies in glorious battle against the eternal magnificent hero king.
He holds himself in high regard there.
We'll end this with a sled desk race.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sled desks? No way. Alright, sled desk. Let's do it. Care to explain what a sled desk race is? Probably getting on the desk and sliding down something. This is why I've been training day and night for an opportunity like this. You'll regret it when I make you step down from your throne. Is anyone going to answer me?
My fear is akin to what a human would feel in the face of being stepped on by an ant. Since I chose the game, do you want to establish any extra rules?
Dude, Ziva got lost. She's just ignored in this conversation. Hey, I'm still here. What's a sled desk? Just give up, Ziva. Next break, one-on-one, a race to the death.
I wonder how many
Break our kneecaps.
I wonder how many breaks they get in school. To the death? Don't make me laugh. No more bets. The money's on the table and you can't drop out now. You know just how invincible I am when it comes to sled death.
Wait, so this is a one-sided bet? He didn't bet anything. The same goes for you. You might be surprised this time. Polished up
we
my
make our
skills.
way back to our classrooms, bickering so offensively that sparks are flying at each other.
Is anyone going to tell me what a sled desk is? No.
She'll figure it out when she sees it.
In the end, the one who has forgotten is me. Jeez.
After returning from our break and finishing a class, I can't even remember the lesson of we begin preparing for our sled desk race. Ziva, the self-proclaimed impartial judge, stands next to me while I tune up my sled desk.
I wanted to believe that your sled desks were a little more original than desks being used as sleds, so I figured as much. Seriously, it's a race on top of desks. Will Ase and you ever grow up or what?
You don't get it, do you? Sled desks represent the inner flame that burns inside of every man, a tool used to awaken our inner beasts.
I'm wondering which side they ride it on.
You can't understand it because you lack testosterone.
Oh,
Jeez.
bring in that card. More like patience. So, are you guys just going to race in the hallway? It's kind of narrow for that. Besides, do you really think your desk will slide like sleds? Even if you get rid of the rubber on the legs, I don't think they'll... Hush, enough.
It's obvious how new you are here. You're just lucky to see a live sled desk race today. I don't know why we haven't done any this year before today.
Sorry, just figuring bumper cars happening here.
Or like a crash. You see, the hallway is positioned at a downward angle, although it can be difficult to notice. When we discovered that, we realized that here's perfect for racing on top of pretty much anything.
Uh-huh.
We agreed that desks were our best option for racing. That was how sled desk races were born, an important milestone for the future generations.
I want rolling chairs.
I put tacks over the rubber on the legs of my desk so I can slide even farther too.
You thought this one out.
I gently kick one of the desks to show Ziva how far it can go. Thanks to the tack modifications, it slides across the floor and reaches the classroom door effortly.
I can't imagine that.